Good morning, guys. Good morning. I should have set this up before I pressed to go live, but that's fine. That is fine. All right. I am going to wait to see who all hops on. I know this is super last minute for me to be coming live. But I'm excited. I love doing trainings like these. This is really why I do Scentsy, helping others with figuring out what it is that they want to do and figuring out the best way for them. It's one of my favorite things. So, like I said, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes, see who hops on, and then I will get started. Let me try to figure out this. I have y'all connected to my phone, connected to my my ring light. I haven't used it in a bit, so let's see if this wants to cooperate this morning. Hi, Brittany. All right, as you guys are hopping on, because I don't know a lot of you personally. I wish I did. Ooh, there we go. I don't use this very much. When you hop on, tell me when you joined Scentsy and what your current title is. Just so I can kind of gauge my audience and who I am talking to. I think workstation's down or it's being funky right now, so. But I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Not been outside yet, but my husband said it is phenomenal here in Wilmington. All right, let me message. Joined in May, certified. Awesome, girl. Awesome. If you don't mind, since you're the only one on, I'm talking to you. What is your, what's your why with Scentsy right now? Why did you join Scentsy? Or if that's changed, because I know mine changed when I first joined. What has it changed to? Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? Let me tell Miranda that I'm on here. And like I said, I don't know if a lot of people are going to be on. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay, Miranda, you're on. I see your thing. Cool. Me and Brittany were just chatting. All right, so Miranda, do you want me to wait a couple of more minutes? Do you think, did anyone say that they're going to for sure hop on? If not, no biggie. I know this is super last minute. You just let me know. Because I want you guys to get the most that you can from this. I'm going to try not to be super long-winded. But there's a lot that kind of goes into this. It's very simple, but I think a lot of times we make it complicated. And I want to kind of take us back and talk about the simplicity of it. Okay, it's really changed. I'd like to work up to quit my full-time job. Yes, girl, I just walked away from my teaching career in August. So it's completely up to you what you make this business. And I'm probably gonna get emotional. So y'all just bear with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself for those of you who do not know me. If you're watching the replay, #replay. My name is Amber Ryan. I am the Superstar Director of Feet to Faith. And Miranda is, you guys have Miranda as your director. And Kayla Coleman is your star director, and then I'm your superstar director. So I'm very blessed to be able to speak to you guys this morning. Again, if I get emotional, y'all just bear with me. I love nothing more than this. I love nothing more that when I joined Scentsy in 2016, just to be able to pay my bills one summer, that it's turned into this. And I love training, and I'm a teacher at heart. I just stated I walked away from my teaching career last month, or no, sorry, it's October, in August, because of Scentsy. It was no longer serving me. God literally closed every single door and told me to step out in faith and go. And as you know, my team name is Feet to Faith. I'm heavy on the faith part, so I stepped out in faith, and here I am doing what I love every single day. And before I even start with you guys, I want you guys to know that God has placed you in Cincy. He has brought Cincy into your life for a reason, and He has put this ability in your body and in your mind and in your heart that Cincy can be whatever you want it to be. But we're going to talk about what's very important and what you have to do in order to make your dreams become reality, okay? So I'm very big also on don't let your dreams be dreams and do it scared. I was asking Brittany, she was the first one on, and I was asking, what is your why? That's one of the very first foremost things, okay? Very first and foremost things that you have to identify is what is your why? And your why is going to change as you evolve with Cincy, as you grow into a leader, if that's what you want to do, as you build a team, as you build a group, as you go through this thing throughout the years, if that's what you want it to be. I know I'm speaking to a lot of different people right now, but if you're not in the leadership page right now, and you're not in a leadership position, is that something that you want to do? If you don't, that's okay. If you just join and you're like, I just want to get a discount, like Miranda said, join for the discount, and now she wants to stay home and see her new babies first, right? Get her husband home off the road. They did that because of Cincy. So Cincy is a vessel, right? Okay, so if you don't know the background of Cincy, Heidi and Orville Thompson, okay, so Cincy started in 2004. And Miranda, please just tell me if I'm like talking all over the wall. I promise I have a purpose. I just really want to kind of do everything, to kind of chat about everything before I get to what's really important with the income producing activities. But Heidi and Orville Thompson are the co-CEOs. And Orville Thompson went to a trade show. He was a trade person. He had a bunch of different trades. He was a business person. He had different things that he wanted to do. So he would go to trade shows, and he actually went to a trade show, and he met Colette, and I forget her name, okay? These two women who were our very first people who actually started Cincy. He linked up with them, and he told them he wanted to buy their business, okay? So if you hit director, when you hit director, star director, superstar director, or if you are near home office in Idaho, you can go to the farm and you can see where Cincy started. It's incredible to see where it started and where we are now. They used crock pots to melt the wax. They use saran wrap rather than, our beautiful clam shells that we have now. So the company that we work for, this company, they have always, Heidi and Orville, you're not going to see their face right now because they are over doing missions in England, but our step-in interim CEO, Dan Orchard, phenomenal human being. They are always going to lead hard from the front. They're going to always lead with love. Heidi and Orville started it, and they could have easily put Cincy Products storefront, right? Our products are amazing. There's no doubt about it that our products are just the end-all, be-all, amazing, amazing stuff, right? So they didn't want it to be storefront. They wanted it to affect and bless people's lives. So that is why they created Cincy to be what it is with independent Cincy consultants. You are your own person. You are your own boss, okay? So that's a blessing and a curse at the same time, right? Because it's such a blessing that you don't have to answer to anybody. It's such a blessing that you get to do this on your own time. But it's also, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to make sure that you're consistent. You have to make sure that you're doing the things that you want to do to hit your goals, okay? So that's why I say it's very, very, very important to identify your why. Because when I first joined, like I already said, I joined to be able to pay my bills one summer, okay? My why quickly changed throughout the years to be able to quit my teaching job and to be able to be home for my future babies, okay? Did not know it was going to happen this soon. I did not know it was in the plans for 2021, but here we are. So I want you to know that your dreams are not made to stay dreams, and your dreams are never too big. I want you to think about your why within 5 years, okay? Your why. And I keep looking over at my wall because my goals and my why board are on my wall, okay? What I wanted to accomplish in 2021, what my word is, what I want to accomplish in life. That is all on my wall right here, okay? So it's very important that these dreams, that, you know, no dream is too far away. Miranda, you said it. Make your dreams scary. Make them scary. If they don't scare you, they're not big enough. And I'm going to tell you that right now, that if you're just, you know, if it doesn't just scare the mess out of you, you need to dream bigger. Because me walking away from a teaching degree that I went to college for is scary. Is very scary. And when I put on there at the beginning of 2021, retire from teaching, I had no idea what God had in store for me, okay? So make your dreams life-size, make them scary, make them make you want to jump out of bed in the morning, okay? And if Cincy's not that for you, that's fine. If you have another passion, you're like, I'm never going to leave my job. I never thought I was going to leave my teaching career either. And here we are. So, with that being said, very important for your why to be identified so that when you are having problems, because we all know that we're not always going to be motivated. We're not always going to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I just love Cincy and I just can't wait to schedule posts for a party, and I just can't wait to have conversations, and I can't wait to do mail outs. That's just not a reality, right? Some days are way better than others, but your why, as long as it's attached to a deep rooted emotion, okay? Think about a really big tree. I'm very visual, hands-on too. Think about a very big tree, okay? Those roots are so embedded in the ground that if it's like a big oak tree, we have a ton of big oak trees in Wilmington. If a freaking hurricane is going to come through, that tree is not going to be shaken because those roots are so deep. So that's what I want you to think about. Yes, you're going to have your days where you are like, why am I doing this? Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's talking to me. Everybody's ignoring me. But if your why is so deep, yes, Miranda, your why should make you cry. If it's so deep and it's so embedded and it's so special to you and it's so important because it's so emotionally tied, you're not going to give up on your dreams. So, with all of that being said, identify your why, identify your dreams, and let's make them happen, okay? I only have 2 of you watching, but if you want your dreams to happen, if you're watching the replay right now, go ahead and comment for me that you are ready to freaking go. And you're ready to do it scared. You're ready to do the things to take you to the next level in this business. So Miranda really wanted me to talk about daily income producing activities, IPAs. So IPAs, income producing activities, are really the only thing that you should be doing in this business. Income producing activities are those that are bringing in income, right? They are what is essentially making you money, what is not a waste of time, for lack of better terms at this point in time. Okay, so I am always going to go back to the 3 legs of success, and I'm gonna upload. I'm looking at a document that's right in front of me. I will upload this document once I'm done with this live. Miranda, you might have shared it already, but I'll just upload it again for you guys. So there are 3 main income producing hubs, right? So we have PRV, personal retail volume. Those are your personal sales. You have sponsoring and you have coaching, okay? PRV, sponsoring, coaching, okay? PRV is one of the easiest legs of success. PRV is totally in your center of control, okay? So PRV, your sales, are what you need to be doing every single month in order to grow as a consultant. So if you are getting sales, that means that you're partying. That means that you are stepping out there. That means you're having conversations. That means you are expanding your customer base. And that means you are building your network, okay? So what am I talking about? Okay, so with sales, there's many different types of ways that you can do this, okay? We all know the lovely COVID has come in and has stepped on all of our feet, and you might be like me and you might be like, oh my gosh, I've never had a successful online party. I'm not Miranda Stevens. I've never had a successful online party. Listen here, y'all. I was the in-home party person up until COVID happened. And I real quick had to hop on YouTube and had to figure out how to change how I partied. Okay? You're always learning in this business. And if you're not always learning, then you're going to get stagnant. So listen to me. If you were like, I can't do that, yes, you can. There's plenty of trainings out there, okay? YouTube is one of the most wonderful things ever. Y'all have this team page. If you're a leader, you have Leaders in Feet to Faith and Anchored in Leaders. You have so many tools. You have Workstation, okay? So listen to me. So you have to be partying in order to grow this business. If you want this business to be something huge and you have these goals, listen to me. You have to do the scary things, and it starts with having conversations. And you might be like, Amber, I can't have conversations. I'm scared. I get it. It's scary. Coming out of your comfort zone is scary. The fear of rejection, the fear of being told no, the fear of being ignored is very scary. That's a normal human reaction, right? But Cincy was it's a party-based business. It's a party-based business. You have to open your mouth and you have to have conversations and you have to be partying. And if you are like, I can't do in-home parties, that's fine. Bag parties, Facebook parties, text parties. There are all different types of parties that you can do, whatever fits your mold, okay? So you have to party, okay, right? Because we have to party and we have to expand our customer base all the time. That's something that's really, really important, because if you're just basing your PRV each month off of just one small group of people, they're going to get tired of you asking them all the time, right? Do you want a party? Do you want free stuff? Are you ready to order? Okay, we need to expand and we need to get new customers all the time. Hey, Alexa. So, listen, you have to party, okay? Just get out of your own way. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Get out of your own way and have conversations. If you are saying you can't book parties, change the way you're asking. The way that I ask now, I literally am like, hey, do you want free Cincy? And then I let the conversation go from there. And typically, this is how the conversation goes. Hey, I was seeing that you spent blah, 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 blah last month. I was wondering if you wanted free Cincy. And then they either say no, what's the catch? They ignore me, or they're like, okay, yes, I want free Cincy. What does that entail? And this is what I say. I will set up a Facebook group. I will add you. Let me know when you accept. Make you an admin. You add all your people. You don't have to do anything. I do all of the posts. All I need you to do is engage and comment and like. And then once it hits $200, you get free and half off Cincy. It's that easy. But you have to have the conversations. You have to do the scary things. And where I would say if you're kind of stuck with PRV and you're like, I don't know where to start with parties, start with your best customers. Start with your people who have ordered from you and ask them if they want free Cincy. You'd be shocked at how many people will be like, well, I don't really know if anyone would buy, and then their party ends up being like $500. And yes, it's scary. Yes, you're going to have flopped parties. I still do 5.5 years later, but it's okay. That's how you grow, and that's how you figure out your niche, right? So, as far as Facebook parties go, that's what I've been doing. A lot of people do bag parties. I'm sure Miranda has trained you on that. Home parties, but you have to be partying, because you have to be meeting new people. Because what's going to happen, listen to this, this is what's beautiful, is that your best customers are going to, at some point in time, turn into your teammates. And you might be like, what? There's no way. There is a way. It took me 2.5 years to join Chloe Cox, who is your upline SSD. She is my sponsor and one of my best friends. It took me 2.5 years when I was ready. I stopped being her customer. I went on her website, didn't even tell her I pressed join, and then I texted her and said, I just joined your team. Okay? So you have to be consistently partying. So what is a PRV minimum? What's a PRV goal? Okay, so PRV, when I think PRV, I like to not be minimalistic, okay? So technically, if you have 1 to 2 parties a week, if you're doing Facebook parties, you will easily have 500 PRV each month, or each week. There's 4 weeks in a month. That's easily at 2,000 PRV. And we know what happens at 2,000 PRV. When you hit 2,000 PRV, it's an extra 5% commission. It's an extra 5% commission, which is a big deal. So you're getting paid 30% commission, which is a guaranteed at least $600 paycheck. I don't know about y'all, but I strive very hard to get that at least every single month because I'm not leaving that money on the table. Okay? It starts over the next month, but you know what I'm saying. So partying, you have to have conversations. Cincy Club. Cincy Club is another thing you have to have conversations about. Are you talking about it with your customers? Are you letting them know the benefits? If they don't want to party, are you at least turning around and saying, okay, well, I have something better. You can join this Cincy Club subscription and you can sign up for free. You get 10% off at $30 and you get 10% off and a half off item at $60. You can always get your bar, you can get bricks, you can get the whip box, you can get cotton cleanups. Are you sharing that with people? Have conversations. That is residual income. That income comes in every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months without you even thinking about it. And what's beautiful about a Cincy Club subscription is they can cancel anytime. They can add, they can take away, they can do whatever they need to. And if you are intentionally sampling to your customers, and I'll talk about that too, let me make a note. If you are intentionally sampling to your customers, they're going to be adding to their club, if not making orders very frequently with you, okay? So, Cincy Club, you have to have those conversations. I personally have conversations. Every single mail out that I do and every single order that I package up has a Cincy Club flyer in it, okay? This was made on Canva. If you do not use Canva, I highly recommend. It is an income producing activity for you to make marketing materials for you to have for your customers. So I throw that information in their face. It takes roughly 7 times for someone to see something or hear something for them to act on it, okay? So if they're not biting, they're not listening the first time, keep going, okay? I put it in every single thing unless they already have a Cincy Club subscription with me. So from there, recruiting. You have to have conversations. That's all that is. You have to have conversations to sponsor. If you do not have a dream team list, if you don't have a dream team list, okay, does not have to be anything fancy. I am the queen of some sticky notes, queen of paper pencil systems, okay, queen of it. But you have to have some type of system to keep up with who you are talking to. Yes, get paid to club. Hold on. Let me show you guys what I do too. I'm going to get squirreled, but that's okay. Told y'all it's going to be a long-winded training, but hopefully y'all are sticking with me and this is helping you. I put this on every single scent circle. Join the club. One side says join Cincy, one side says join Cincy Club. Okay? I put that information everywhere because I want them to join. I want them to ask what it is. I also spoil the mess out of my Cincy Club people. They get exclusive samples. They get exclusive mail outs every single month whenever their subscription runs, and I plaster that on social media. I plaster it in my VIP page. I plaster it in my stories. Why? Because I want people to have FOMO. Very big on that. I want people strategically to have FOMO so that they want to join clubs so that they get spoiled by me. Marketing strategy 101. Create FOMO. I'm very big on that. Okay, so sponsoring. If you don't have a dream team list already, you need to create one. Whether it is in I don't know, if you're a technology person, if it's online, it's in a document that's ever running. I have a note section in my phone. I also started using, Miranda, I don't know if you've trained on this or shared this, the one-to-one method master list. This is something SSD Katie Lassiter came up with. She uploaded it. If you do not have this, Miranda, I can upload that as well. Let me just make myself a note because I will forget. So I keep track. Oh, cool. You shared it. Perfect. Did you share the document in here? Because if not, I have it on my computer. I can upload it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm sure I'll be saying I'm going to share more. So this is very helpful. And this is what it looks like. You have on here, and I do this at the end, Katie Lassiter, if you haven't seen that video that Miranda has shared, I highly recommend it. At the very end of every single month, she goes through and I do too now, potential hosts, you're looking at who's been ordering a lot from you that previous month. You're looking at potential teamies, and that's where that dream team list comes in handy. And you're looking at teamie focus. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not going to really dive in too much on that because this is just on your regular team page. But you need to be keeping a list somewhere. Okay, like I said, I have an ever-going list that's in my phone, in my notes section. And when I have conversations with people, and I have a very simple conversation. Have you ever thought about doing what I do with Scentsy? And I'll leave it at that. That puts the ball in their court. It's not me being pushy. I'm asking a question, okay? Your best customers, I've been saying a lot right now, teachers and nurses hate their lives, for lack of a better term. How do I know? Because I was one of them. How do I know? Because we have a ton of them on our team right now. You need to open your mouth and talk to people. People who are stay-at-home moms and they want something for themselves. People who need extra money. Scentssy's limitless. It could be anything, but you have to have conversation. That's the key with sponsoring. You have to have conversations. And just one a week is not enough, okay? You want to build a team, you need to be having conversations. Your best customers is the first place to start because they already love the products. They already trust the products. They trust you. So why not get paid off of their love? Okay? So let's go back to what I was saying about intentionally sampling. Okay, so this is something too that I do with PRV. Okay, so intentional sampling, for example, that I have right here. I'm sure Miranda shared something like this. This is the brick flyer. These bricks are available. They're still available. They come out the 25th. I'm sure you guys know this. But I have tons of these samples, okay? I have intentionally gauged interest in my VIP page. I have gauged interest with my Scentsy Club people. I have gauged interest with all my customers to where I am intentionally sampling those out because Scentsy has now given us those to be able to sample out before they come. When LTO stuff comes in, I'm about to be doing these today. Here's Olaf. The holiday collection, I'm going to be intentionally sampling that stuff out. Okay, listen to me. Sampling can be income producing. It's very time consuming, but listen to me. If you are sampling with a purpose and you are sampling with the intention of following up with your samples, I'm not saying you're blindly giving out samples. I'm not saying you are putting a Halloween basket, because it's almost Halloween. I'm not saying that you're putting a Halloween basket outside and you're just putting samples in there and anyone who walks by with their dog is grabbing something. You have no way to follow up with that person. I'm saying intentional samples. You are writing down you have a system in place of how you can follow up with these people. I'm going to show you guys what I use. I use a customer mail out log. It's my follow-up system. I'm very paper pencil. This is who I am as a person. You might be not that way, and I will upload this as well. I keep track of every single mail out that I do. And then when I'm doing like packaged up orders and handing them to people who are local, I also know what samples I'm putting in there. But what I do, I literally write down who it is, what I sent. So those were brick samples. Let's go to something that was not brick samples so I can show you guys what I do. I keep track of all these. Okay. So I write their name, I write how much they spent, and I write exactly what I've been doing is coming over here and writing exactly what I put in there so that when I mail out those samples, I can follow up. I use stamps.com. I can follow up in a couple days and say, hey, how much, oh geez, y'all don't mind me. How much do you love your Palm Beach Breeze washer whiffs? Have you used them yet? How do you like those scents? Did you know you can add them to your club and get them always made for you as long as they stay in there? Okay, so those types of conversations. It in turn creates, oh, you love that? Let's have a party. Get it for free and half off. Oh, you saw that, I don't know, you saw that holiday collection flyer that I put in there? Yeah, let's have a party and get that free and half off for you, okay? It creates conversations, and it also creates FOMO that I was talking about. The FOMO, fear of missing out. I share everything on my stories, okay? I don't care if people are like, you share too much on your stories and blah, 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 blah. And all you do is Cincy. Well, guess what? It pays my bills. It got me away from a job that I hate. And I don't care what other people are thinking about me. You guys will get in that mindset. But listen, when you are intentionally doing things, so intentionally sampling is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Please do not just blindly give stuff out. Please do not blindly give stuff out because you're throwing money down the drain. Give stuff, if you're sampling, follow up. You have to have a follow up with them. You have to have their information to be able to follow up with them. I don't want you guys throwing money away because you're like, I'm just going to spend all day making 280 samples, but you don't know where they're going. Okay? That's not income producing. It's very income producing like I'm going to do today. And I know Miranda does all the time because she shares a lot. When I make these samples, I'm going in my story. I'm actually going to be going live with all these and my Christmas warmers. Praise Jesus that I got them in finally. But I'm going to share it in my stories. I'm going to have people ask questions. Well, I only sample to my customers. Okay? So, are you my customer? Do you want to be my customer? That's why I put it in my stories, because I want people to be like, oh my gosh, she treats her customers so good. Yes, I want people to know that, because word of mouth is also a way for me to expand my customer base. I want people to ask questions. I want people to see what I'm doing. I don't share everything, and you guys probably don't share everything. Please don't share everything you do. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind closed doors that I don't share. But there's power in the free marketing that you have with social media. And you will never hear one of us say, you will never hear Miranda say, Kayla, me, that social media is the end all be all and that's how you work your business. But social media is free marketing. And listen to me, this is not what the training was supposed to be at. But I hope this is okay, Miranda. If you're intentionally sharing, what I try to do is every single day, I try to share at least one product on my story. And when I say I'm sharing, I'm not just sharing a blanket picture, right? I'm not just Googling a picture and finding it. I'm sharing exactly what's in my house, okay? If you guys do not follow me on Instagram and you need some inspiration, my Instagram is @TheAmberRyan, all together. TheAmberRyan. And I share my stuff in my story. So this morning I got out of bed, I was turning my air purifier on, and I was like, I haven't shared that this is my thought process in my head. I haven't shared that in a week or so. Let me share it. Because the last time I shared it, I had like 5 people ask me, what is this? I didn't know you had an air purifier. And that's my fault because I haven't been sharing it. And listen to me, Social media marketing is not the end all be all. However, you can grow a huge business and you can get a lot of interaction and you can get a lot of new customers simply from doing that if you're doing it strategically. So I challenge you, if you have not been sharing in your stories, if you're scared, don't show your face. Just show the product. Show the warmers that are in your house. Show yourself using Scentsy Fresh. I do that every single morning. Every single morning I'm spraying my couch or my bed, and it's with some song that I have in my head usually, because that way I have music in my head all the time. But I'm doing that because I want people to see, oh my gosh, Scentsy's a part of her life. Are you showing that Scentsy's a part of your life? That's income producing. Is Scentsy a part of your life? Do you use our products? If you don't use our products, you need to start, okay? Took me a while to be comfortable enough to talk live. Yeah, that's fine. It's scary. It's very scary. It's scary the first, second, third, fourth, 10th time you do it, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it. And y'all already know I'm big on do it scared. So I just rambled on for a long time. Miranda, would you like me to talk about anything else? I have the three different documents that I will upload, but the biggest thing with income producing activities too, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with it, and you're not going to get success right off the bat if you're just starting something new. But stick with it and don't overcomplicate it. Make it simple. If you need to break down every single day something to do, then do that. And I'm going to share with you guys. So Monday, I'm booking parties. I'm doing customer follow-ups. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm working with my team. That's when I do action plan calls, okay? Wednesday, I'm doing mail outs and party bookings. Today, I'm doing a lot of things because I went and got a pedicure in the middle of the day yesterday. Friday's my wrap-up day. I wrap everything up on Fridays, okay? Don't overcomplicate it, but the biggest thing, you need to be having conversations and you need to be doing what you love and sharing that, okay? So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys got a lot out of that. I was rambling a lot, but I love Scentsy. Be passionate about it. Scentsy is an incredible, incredible company, and I'm so excited you guys are all in it, and hope you took away some good notes, and go get them. Thank you, Miranda. Bye.